Welcome to the channel, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to today's live. I go live Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Please do join us as often as you can, join the community. Just bring your questions and receive a free reading. Hey to everyone in the chat, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like, I think most of you have done it, but just to go through the process again, anyone who does want a free reading, just click the link in the pinned comment and that will add you to the list. You just submit your username and like number or thumbs up number. Happy Friday everyone as well. I hope you're all doing well, looking forward to the weekend. I hope you are well, but if you aren't, then I hope this session will bring you some peace, will bring you some clarity. I also wanted to make an announcement with regards to next week, because I will be going away on retreat for meditation, yoga, just to recharge. So the live streams will be paused as of next week, so there won't be any on the Monday, Wednesday or Friday, but I will be back on Monday the 3rd of March. So I just wanted to let you all know I haven't disappeared, you know, I will be back. I'm just taking a week, like I say, to recharge, get grounded on this, which I'm quite excited about, this retreat that I've had planned. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm just checking the date. It will be, Monday, March the 3rd, so then I will resume and I'll be back to normal, back to all the live streams. Yes, lucky me, Nat Nat. Thanks, Jan. But let's get going. I'm going to post the list so we know where we're at, and we will get cracking. Thank you, Lola. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll post in the community chat as well, just for anyone who might not be here, that's what's happening, so that you know where I am. This is the list. What time is it now? 2:30. So Lola, let's go, my love. What is your question? Please go ahead and post. I'm going to start shuffling the cards. In-depth readings are still available today. Again, link is in the pinned comment. If you would like a 3, 5 or 7 card reading, all available, and also includes a Q jump as usual. But Lola, thank you for your question. Lola asks, please, curious if Joey Cameron, the Leo, is actually doing well financially. Okay. Financially stable. Awesome, Lola. No problem, Shan. I'll just do the first one that you submitted. Right, let's check a look then at this Leo. Spirit, please tell me about Leo's financial situation. Knight of Emotions. Interesting. I need to clarify. This can mean two things to me. Now, with it being a knight, well, straight up with that, it's not a king. So of a king, queen energy is, the higher, kind of in the hierarchy, I guess, if you, for want of a better word, in the tarot. The knight is less, I would say, a king. Queen has the most stability. Of the energies, is the most established. So knight is someone who still has this energy of trying to figure it out, trying to work it out. Okay, now because it's emotions as well, so it doesn't come through, you know, if we'd had pentacles or even wands, that would be they're the most stable energies when it comes to finances. Emotions, again, I just want to dig into this, is what I want to clarify. Could be a wishy-washy energy, yeah. Then we've got Page of Emotions. So I would say that this Leo is still a bit impulsive and still affected in some ways affected too much really in a way by their emotions. They're still emotionally led. Maybe they have a tendency to get in their feelings, to get overwhelmed. It can manifest itself in many different ways. It could even manifest itself in anger, or it could manifest itself in low mood, or even if on the surface level someone seems to be okay, but they're still, there's an immaturity, yeah, here. And I suppose for the financially, if we're looking at stability, groundedness, a kind of worldly, more out viewpoint, I would say this seems to be missing. This is more, they're not able to maybe kind of suck up stuff that you kind of need to a lot of the time to be savvy financially, or maybe to reach your goals. So I'm getting the vibe that this is, you know, because we've got Page of Emotions and we've got Knight of Emotions. If this is in a financial area, this doesn't feel particularly stable to me. It feels too emotionally led. And like I say, that can manifest itself in a variety of different ways. It has a tendency to make you a bit more impulsive, more leaning towards, you know, dropping things and moving on, you know, not sticking with a program, being like this, you know, throwing the towel in, moving on to something else. That kind of vibe, that kind of energy is what comes through. So that still needs to be, yeah, it's not the best place to be when it comes to finances, to be that emotionally led. So I hope that answered your question, Lola, brought you some clarity. Hello, hello. I hope you're well. Hello, I don't think you're on the list. If you want to be on the list while it's still open, please do click the link in the pinned comment. Jean, I don't think Jean is here. So we have Jean, then we have Travel Lover. If either of you here, just give me a thumbs up. Thanks, Shan. I'm glad that helped, Lola. So you're very welcome. So I don't think Jean or Travel Lover here. Janavi, are you here, my dear? Anne Franklin. Janavi and Franklin. Hey, Mariana. Hey, Janavi. Janavi, please go ahead and post your question. Let's see what the cards have to say. Love Oracle cards, sure thing. Anyone else who has a love question and would want it's the Hidden Truth Oracle deck that I use for messages from a particular person. Spirit, please bring through some messages from Akshay to Janavi, please. Messages from Akshay, please. I love you. Starting off strong. starting off strong. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah. I feel like we know that, but he's confirming that. I will wait for a sign from you. I don't know if we had this before for you. I will wait for a sign from you. Obviously with the situation as it is now, that's tricky. Maybe this is future energies of what that could be. I think something's going on for him, some kind of mixed up energy that we keep picking up on in this silent period. Yeah, I thought that third card was repeating as well. That seemed familiar. I will wait for a sign from you, and there was that kind of what that would be, you know. Yeah, I think future energies. Somehow still putting a little bit too much onus on you, putting that ball in your court. I don't know what that would be to him, you know. A sign other than, you know, moving all boundaries, you know, kind of letting boundaries down, or I don't know, obviously what you've been sharing from your point of view, if you've been holding back. I don't know what that sign would be for him. We know this, my life is not as together as it seems. We've seen this energy very much before. And then confirmation that the love is there. So I hope that helped, Janavi. No problem, travel lover. Let's see where we're up to now. So travel lover, if you want to post your question, and then Anne, and then Shan. Exactly, Janavi. I can't let boundaries down in such a situation. I want to be the only one, but he knows that. Yeah, so that was, I suppose I was just throwing that out there. I don't know. I totally agree that you should hold that boundary. Maybe that's for future energies and it will become clear, yeah? Thanks, Jan. So travel lover, please post your question. The list is filling up quite a lot, so I'll hang on a few more minutes before I close the list. If anyone does want a booked reading though, more in depth, please do go ahead and book that now. So I can make sure, just because that obviously can affect time, etc. So travel lover, are you here? Are you here? Please post your question now. And thank you for your question. I'll go ahead and read for you. General message for me in love. Sure thing, Anne. Thanks guys for your questions. So I will read for Anne, travel lover, and Shan, just so we know where we're at. Oh, my cat wants to say hello. It's going to get burnt by some candles. Say hello. Can't see him very well. for your help, Shan, in moderating. Yeah, just hold your questions until you're called, please. And this is for you. Spirit, please bring a message for you for Anne regarding love. What does she need to know right now? Ooh, 5 of materials. Exactly, Janavi. Yeah, he was interested. He was getting in on the readings then. He's always by my side. The one who's always by my side when I'm reading is that one. 5 of materials, Anne. This is some loss, disappointment. About maybe, you know, what's gone on recently in the past, but maybe in the bigger picture, I know that you've touched on about kind of where you find yourself now. And with the 5 of materials, it's undoubtedly, you know, Spirit is recognizing that it's difficult. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my cat was just trying to jump on the table again. So, but with the 5 of materials, there's this gateway here, okay, is this huge focus of this card. This woman here, that energy, it's like low mood, feeling down, feeling disappointed. This is valid, all of those things. But there is this gateway. It's the future really, and it's the way forward. Roses, about romance, representing love, always. And this is the future, this is a pathway forward, this is like other opportunities, different pathways opening up to you, different doorways opening up to you, yeah? And this is the light in the dark. So it is about keeping the faith, it is about not losing hope, and try not to, you know, allow ourselves time to heal here, but try not to sink too far into this. Someone here, or maybe it's a part of you, maybe it's spirit, or maybe it's someone close to you, take what resonates with this, Anne, is trying to reach you, trying to reach this part of you that feels hopeless, yeah? And pull you out of it and say that there is a future still here. There is different and new opportunities. What you want is still available, is still open to you. And then this 4 of voices is this shift from here. It still brings in this, it's a soft, gentle energy, the 4 of voices, which is about rest and recuperation, which is where your focus, I believe, needs to be here now and in the space of love, because we've got those rose petals transitioning through. And then this is about being able to imagine a future. It's like what we want, what we desire. We need to go back to the feeling inside of us and go within and hold that vision. This person is more at peace, being able to give yourself a bit of a break and a rest. Having some patience with yourself, like maybe now is not the time for someone new to come in, because we need to do some healing and resting and getting our vision right, you know, our manifestations right and clear, becoming a clear channel, and trying to just lift ourselves gently out of this dark space and begin to have renewed hope and renewed faith. 3 of voices there, healing as well. Healing, time for space and healing. So I hope that resonated for you, Anne. All the best with that. Love, light and healing on that for you, Anne, if that resonated, if that's where you find yourself. So travel lover, this is for you. Is Steve feeling any regret? Let's have a look. I'm glad that resonated, Anne. Thank you. Let's check in on Steve. Is he feeling any regret? We do have the two voices, which is some kind of some indecision going on here, travel lover. So scrambled in the mind, maybe not necessarily regret, but certainly indecision, which I suppose is questioning. I suppose it is kind of along the lines of regret, because it's like, what decision should I make? What's the right path? That's what the two voices is all about. It's about being at some kind of crossroads. So there is that energy around Steve at the moment, okay? And it can bring some anxiety, some periods of overthinking. I think that you have said before, travel lover, that he is an overthinker, and that can paralyze maybe his actions. We see the page of materials, which is, it is some kind of progress. It does talk about progress, again, a period of a sort of assessment of what is the next move, and it can be, it can be quite slow moving. Thoughts of you though on the mind here. This always says to me, you're on someone's mind. How is this? There is some growth and development behind the scenes, because it's materials. It is slow moving. And I'd say they are struggling with how to move forward next, travel lover. Maybe if to reach out to you, if not to. And they're in this indecision. They're in a kind of scrambled headspace is what keeps coming through, that expression, yeah? I mean, the advice for him, obviously, if you can find it, that you really need to ground yourself and go within and trust your intuition when we're in this crossroads energy. So there is something, he is struggling there, travel lover. So for anyone who, I think everyone's filled out the form who wants a reading, thanks for doing that if you do. I think I'll, what time is it now? 3. I'll hang on 5 minutes before I close the list. I'll do a list update. So Shan, my love, if you're still here, you are next. Everyone just hold your questions until you're called, okay? So if you want a free reading, click the link in the pinned comment. Hold your questions until you're called. I will be closing the list soon because it is quite busy, so thank you, Shan. And thanks, travel lover, your group 3 in the pick a card reading resonated. Awesome. So Shan asks, Shan, have you posted your question? Sorry, you have somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I'd like to know the future of Adam and I. I know he has financial issues, okay, but will he reach out to me? So Shan, this is for you. I need to get this question stuck in my head. The future of Adam and I. Spirit, please give us insight into the future of Shan and Adam. Three of Voices, some old wounds lingering for someone here, Shan. So I don't know how much has been shared. Tell what resonates if you feel like this is you, if this is Adam, because Three of Voices is about some kind of heartbreak, heartache that is still impacting, okay? And what this means is, it doesn't mean that this is a block for you both, but it may mean that it's something that Spirit, when this brings this kind of information through, that's something to be aware of. It could manifest itself in needing to take it slow because someone still has some wounds. That's him, okay. He's healing. Exactly. This card is about healing. So, and giving someone, which I'm sure you understand, you sound like the person who would, you know, be exactly the right person for someone who was going through, was in this space, okay, was in this place. Giving someone the grace and the space to heal. It's causing some inner conflict, this Five of Inspiration here, not being able to get on the same page with himself, if that makes sense. So he has some conflicting feelings, maybe about wanting to move forward with you, but then essentially being scared of being hurt again. There's quite a mixed up energy about him that's come through just with this Five of Inspiration. So because of that, I guess it's impacting, if you've already maybe felt that impact, Shan, on the relationship. Because he needs to kind of work this out. If you are happy to give him that time, I guess, and see how this unfolds, then that's up to you. That's your obviously free will and your choice, depending on your depth of feeling, if you kind of want to go on this journey with him. But something, yeah, this healing needs to happen. Once this healing does happen, then this inner conflict will die down, okay, will settle, and then it's like you'll be able to move forward. I feel like this is just a message for you, really, to manifest what you want, the love that you want, them or someone better. Exactly. You're willing to wait, but for how long? So obviously going into this deeper timelines, things like that, that's more than, obviously this is meant to be a one card reading, but more than would take more investigation, Shan. But maybe this answers your questions about, it gives us clarity on where he's at, yeah. Like you say, for how long though, you know? Maybe as long as you're exploring other avenues and you're not closing off to other love, then there's no harm in keeping that door open, keeping that door ajar. Thanks, Jan. Thank you, Shan. So I'm going to close the list now. As well, last call for any booked readings. Please book them now. Thanks so much for your help, Shan. I really appreciate it. I always think it's so generous when people moderate. List update. So this is the final free list. So Sanice, my dear, if you are here, please post your question. Yeah, Devansha, you are on the list if you just check. And I'm just going to... Oh, it won't let me pin this comment. Anyway. Are we still here? Are we still connected? The live ended, says Jonathan. No, not yet. Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if I'm just the YouTube screen that I have has gone blank. Okay. Thanks, Flores. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you, Sonali. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks. I really appreciate that. So I think Jonathan's having problems with his connection. So, Sanice, this is for you. Thanks, Nat Nat. May I have a message from Spirit, says Sanice. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's go. This is for Sanice. A message from Spirit, please. A message from Spirit. Ace of Emotions. Some kind of emotional new beginning on the cards for you, Sanice. So this could be, it could already be happening, or it could be coming down the line in the near future, okay? Ace of Emotions, new experiences. If you are single, it can talk about love as in new connections, but if that's not where your focus is, or if you're in an existing connection, it can be the deepening of that. Or if it's not about love, you know, if that's not for you, that's not what's resonating. It's something that is close to your heart, though. The emotions, Ace of Emotions, are in the traditional deck cups. This is always about things that are close to our hearts. It has a gentle energy. It's something that opens our heart, that connects to things that just bring us joy. You know, it has a very... It's ruled by the element of water, so it's about a sense of flow, and it has a gentle energy. So new relationships, new connections, or new projects that are close, like I say, matters of the heart, heartfelt projects close to your heart. So yeah, embrace it. This woman here is embracing this when it comes, so do that as well, you know. And it's a beautiful thing when it does happen. It can also maybe be about tapping alongside this, actually tapping into your emotions as well, and maybe allowing yourself, whatever you're going through at the moment, whatever you're dealing with, to be more heart-led. It's okay, and maybe to be more gentle with yourself. It's that kind of vibe. Let's move into an era that is more heartfelt and less just about strategy, the mind, or things that we should do. When we can be soft, do what we enjoy, be gentle on ourselves, rest, you know, make time to connect with that friend, etc. That kind of vibes. Hope that resonated. Okay, let's see who we have next. Is Devea. If you are still here, my love, we have Devea. Devea, Mariana, Flores, whoever is here first will be read for first. You're welcome, Sinise. So Devea, Mariana, 80, and Flores. Post your questions. Whoever posts first, I'll read for first. Thank you, Mariana. Mariana asks, will I find love soon? So I don't do yes/no questions, Mariana, but let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm an energy reader, so I look at the energy of situation. Can look at future energies as well to give us insight and guidance. So let's see. Mariana, Spirit, what is next for Mariana in love? Or will she find love soon? Tell us about this. Ooh, Major Arcana, Mariana. This is... Major Arcana is really just tells us that there is energy around this situation for you, okay? And something is going to shift, okay? So if you've had stagnation, because the Chariot is about change and it's about fast moving energy as well, okay? And what I feel like is that this is a connection, okay, to someone. So maybe you know who this person is, and it could be a relationship that speeds up. But if not, if you haven't got that connection, then it's someone new coming through. So you might have felt like that you haven't been able to had a strong connection with someone in some time. Tell you what resonates with this, okay? But you can see how this is like an instinctual magnetic pull towards someone, you and another person, that kind of connection, yeah? It's almost what I'm hearing is this like locking in. And always when I get this Chariot, it's like the train gets on the track. So maybe you've been feeling adrift, unfocused. This can be either a connection that feels like that, and there's a shift in this and it gets locked in, and there's that shift, and it's like we're getting focused and everyone gets on board, and then it's like we can move. Or it's like that you're adrift because you're not able to cross paths with anyone who really that you feel that strong connection and that pull. And you know, when we're in a relationship, and if we're the type of person that is looking for love, for something with meaning, we really have to have that kind of that strong pull to really get something going, okay? And this is what is coming for you. So if it doesn't resonate now in that someone is making you feel like this, then this is on the cards. And when that happens, can you see these charging horses, okay? So it's like when it does happen, it will move fast. So it's a powerful connection in essence that is on the cards for you. So that's exciting, and I would say be ready, you know, embrace it, because it's kind of like intense when it does happen. This Chariot energy is intense. Chariot also, I'll just say this last closing words, the Chariot as well, is also knowing, having this faith that you'll be able to overcome obstacles. So if there's kind of like, there's going to be a real intensity to this, there may even be some kind of element of chaos or a few bumps in the road. Okay, what I would say is remember this when you're in the mix of this, is this is something to be overcome. Okay, so don't get too thrown off by that. Ride it out, much like these horses would. Just ride it out and you will overcome those obstacles. So don't be thrown off by them. So that was exciting, wasn't it? Get ready there, Mariana. So Flores. Oh, so Divyansha, please post your question. Flores has posted her question. So is it Divyansha? Sorry, no, Divya. Not Divyansha, I'm getting mixed up. You're welcome, Mariana. Is Divya here? I don't know. Divyansha, you're further down the line. So we have Flores. I don't think Divya is here. I'll read for Flores now. Flores, this is for you, my love. May I please have a love message from Carlo to remind me of your situation, Flores? In separation, what was the connection originally? So Divyansha, you're further down the list. Sorry, I thought it was Divya, not Divyansha, so my bad. Flores, just tell me a bit more about Carlo, about what the situation was, if you were in a relationship, you're now in no contact, were you married, separated, you know? In a relationship but now separation. Okay, thank you, Flores. Love message from Carlos. So let's see what he's thinking and feeling about this relationship. Oh, still a lot of emotions here from Carlo, feelings here, because we have the Muse of Inspiration, or in the traditional deck, this is the King of Wands. So it's ruled by the element of fire. So this is about our desires, our passions. It can also be, so it's kind of the shadow side of it, is that there's some frustration and maybe anger here from Carlo. So tell what resonates with this in what that you are still in separation, why you went into separation. There's still some kind of feelings of frustration here. What I want to say though as well, the Muse of Inspiration is very proactive, and this indicates to me that there will be some action taken, okay, with regards to this connection. You had an argument, okay, so it would resonate that there's still some anger there, okay, some residual anger. But with it being King energy, I do see them being ultimately kind of doing the mature thing. So if you need to have more of a conversation for closure, for example, that they will be open to that. Muse of Inspiration is someone who's quite direct. Also with it being a muse, that's kind of like that they may be controlling this situation, so it may be on their terms about when they're ready to do this. Like they'll take the action and reach out to you, or say let's have, I don't know if they're, you know, how much communication since it's, you know, when you last did speak. Gonna ask one more for a bit more on this because I'm nosy, but what's at the minute is I feel like he's still being clouded a little bit by the anger, by the frustration, by the emotions. So they may need to settle a bit first, and then we may be able to move forward with more of a conversation and get a bit more clarity. I do see that happening because it's a muse or a king. If it had been like the Knight of Inspiration or Knight of Wands, I would say that is, you know, wouldn't be promising. They would just have this in-out energy. But because of the king, I do see them wanting to move forward in the right direction with this ultimately, if we're looking at reconciliation. But he'll be want to do it on his own terms. Yeah, at the minute, still at a crossroads, still undecided. Still, so he's thinking about this a lot, playing on his mind, struggling with this, wrestling with this, how to move forward. Ultimately, I do see him moving forward, as in reaching out to you, even if it's just to try to resolve this argument, to come to a place of peace, if it's possible to. The emotions need to settle first, okay? Emotions need to settle first. He's not able to make a decision as yet, but he will once the emotions have settled. So I hope that resonates, Flores. Hey, Kick It. The list is closed today. I'm afraid it has been busy, so the list filled up quickly. Sorry that I couldn't get to you today. So we have Nat Nat. If you are still here, I'm glad that resonates, Flores. There we go. Ooh, love guidance for this spring. Ask Nat Nat. Thank God that spring is on its way. Sorry, Kick It. If there's people who obviously who have left, it's up to you if you want to. I can't guarantee, obviously, if I've got time. But some people might not be here, so that might free up some time, if that makes sense. But I won't know until I call them. It's up to you if you want to hang around or not. Oh, I hear the birds already. That's nice. Okay, Spirit, what's happening for love for Nat Nat this spring? Do we have some fears, some anxieties? They will be unfounded. Okay, so something may be weighing heavy on your mind. There's a kind of tightness around the heart that I feel. Some anxiety maybe that we're not going to get what we want. This is a reassuring card though when we see this Nine of Voices, or maybe if you're not feeling this now, Nat Nat, if this comes up, okay, in a connection, I imagine, so maybe with the King of Swords, you know, your King of Swords, maybe someone else. As connections move forward, okay, we could find ourselves some anxieties coming up, some fear, getting into that mindset maybe, okay? try to resist that when it happens, because I feel like it's an illusion, it's not real. As a Virgo, which think that you are, this is almost our natural state to be, is in overthinking, worrying, kind of going to that worst case scenario to protect ourselves, try and protect ourselves. It's actually unfounded though. You're feeling that now, okay, a bit of fear. Do what you can to try to do what you can to try to stay grounded, or if you meditate, you know, yoga, you know, all that good stuff, to center yourself, because this is unfounded. Absolutely, fire spawn, if you want to just wait and see, because many people may have left, so we may free up some time. By all means, hang out if you would like to, and I'll fit you in absolutely if I can. Nat says Virgo energy is annoying sometimes. It is. I feel like we're just our own worst enemies, okay? We can't, it's exhausting actually being a Virgo at times. Will the overthinking ever end? No. Right, let's see what else we've got. Oof. But there's some kind of awakening also happening here, Nat. So this spring, around love, some big insights. The heart chakra space as well has been opened, so this is all very promising. Some big shifts on the card here. This is a major arcana. So epiphanies, this kind of energy, yeah, but through love, okay? This is in the space of love, yeah. There's a peace actually that is coming, so that's nice, okay, in facing this anxiety, if that makes sense. When we can give into it, when we can stay grounded, this spring will be an opportunity actually to make some big shifts, maybe releasing some old pain, maybe someone having a connection with someone that awakens something in you. There's some kind of shift of perspective and shift, which is almost like a spiritual experience, yeah. It is a beautiful card, so be open to that. I feel like you will be. I feel like you have a readiness and an openness, and now that the ex is not in your space, it's like you've got it's a safe space, if I'm right, for you to be able to open up more. And that someone, I feel like a connection as well, there'll be an awakening within you. So yeah, big shift. A shift away from that energy actually, because this person's at peace, yeah. Oh, and then we've got the sun. That was just upside down on its own there. So this will bring in the joy, and this will bring in some happiness, yeah. That was literally just sat on the deck there. I don't know how that was definitely for you, because it was just, had turned itself over. Two major arcanas there, awakening and the sun. In order to get that, as Virgos, we just need to stop overthinking. So I'll take that message as well, Nat. So Sonali, Sonali, are you here, my dear? We have Sonali, we have Nettie, and we have Jonathan. You're welcome, Nat. Whoever posts your question first, I'll read for your first. Hey, Ivo. Thank you for being here. Sonali asks, is there any love coming towards me? So Sonali, just share as much as you feel comfortable with, but are you single at the moment, Sonali, looking for love? Thanks, Nettie, for your question. So I'll read for you after Sonali. Is there any love coming towards me? Ooh, there is certainly a new attraction coming towards you, Sonali, that has the potential to develop into love. Because Ace of Inspiration, Ace, first of all, Ace is about new beginnings, fresh starts, new connections. Inspiration, so in the traditional deck, this is Wands, which is ruled by fire. This is connected to our passions, physical attractions, well, you know, that spark, which is where it all starts, doesn't it, in a way? That spark of when we start thinking about someone in a romantic way. So this is this thought, you know, here, and it's like, could be, so it could be a friendship that you, tell what resonates with this, a friendship that you start seeing someone in a different light, or a completely fresh new connection coming through, and there's that spark of interest, there's that magnetism, and there's that physical attraction. So this is what's coming your way, Sonali. So that is exciting. And then Ace is when it's the first step, okay? And then, well, let's see where this goes. Let's see how this develops. But there is someone who is coming through here. Like I say, tell what resonates with this. What does your intuition tell you? If it's someone that you're already having those thoughts for, like, and maybe a friendship that developed into something more of an attraction, or if it may be someone completely new. So nice. That's the kind of stuff that you want to see if you're single. To get the Ace of Inspiration is the kind of card that you want to see for sure. So keep us posted, Sonali. Keep us posted. Nettie, this is for you. Just remind me, Nettie, are you single? You know, if there's much information, this goes for everyone who is asking their question. As much detail as possible. As an energy reader, it helps me. I'm not a psychic medium, okay? So as an energy reader, it helps me connect to you, and it helps me to connect to the people involved. So, Nettie, just remind me if you are single. Single. What's next in love, please, Spirit? For Nettie. Kismis, the list is closed for today, my love. I'm sorry. Please do catch me on my next live. Just subscribe and you'll be notified. I'm off next week, but I do normally go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays for anyone new here. So Kismis, I'm sorry, the list is closed for now. Nettie, what is next in love for you? We have the Six of Materials. So this is nice. This is Six of Materials is about balance. It's about this connection with someone. So who is coming down the line next in love is someone who, maybe this is what's been missing in the past for you, Nettie, but it's about being able to have equal give and take. Someone being open to receive and open to giving, and meeting you on like a good match is what I see with this. Because it's materials as well, this is the element of earth. which means that it's grounded, okay? It's something that you can rely on, someone, a connection that you can rely on, that you can depend on. There's a lot of joy in this card, isn't there? And there is two people here representing, you know, obviously each of whoever's coming in next, their energy. There is a lot of similarities as well between you both. So I think that when this person comes through, that you will recognize and see yourself in them. So there'll be this sense of ease. But this is like bursting through this kind of joy and this happiness that we see here in this connection. And it's also a connection that offers a lot of stability because it's a 6, which is about balance and reciprocity. Nice energy. Look forward to that, Nettie. So Jonathan asks, did my wife like the voicemail that I left her last night, thinking about reconciliation, breaking no contact? Okay, so you reached out to her to break no contact, Jonathan, is that right? Let's see how she feels about that, we can get a current energy check-in on how she feels about you, how she feels about this connection and the prospect of breaking no contact. Not completely closed off to this, still very boundaried. Queen of Materials here, this is her energy coming through strong. She has a lot of determination, this person's energy comes through. Look how strong that she looks, and she looks determined, okay? And I want to say boundaried. But there is not because of this card, the type of card that it is, it also says that there's a receptiveness to this, okay? Like, okay, so what next? Like, what happens? How are we actually going to do this? And almost like it's earth energy, okay? Queen of Materials. So this is someone who is savvy, who is asking the harder questions, yeah? So it's not like she's got her head in the clouds. So I guess if we want to pursue this into Jonathan around reconciliation and breaking, you know, and getting some conversation going, don't try to rush this. Don't try to... We kind of need to take quite a patient and steady approach with this. Be realistic. So don't go in there, say, trying to promise the world or patch things up, brush things under the carpet, etc. We need to be realistic. We need to take our time with this. And this is, yeah. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. And that's the best, you'll get the best outcome, the best result from this, Jonathan, by taking this approach. So be slow, be steady, be consistent. It's about building trust again, I guess, if that's what's being broken here. Rebuilding trust. But yeah, she is open, she's receptive to it, but there's some kind of time, you know, obviously a time period of proving oneself, if there's to each other, or trust that maybe needs to be rebuilt. You know, I don't know your circumstances exactly of what's gone on, what's gone down. You do though. But yeah, just be consistent and don't try to rush it. So Kismis, the list is closed, so please just stop spamming the chat, or I don't want to have to time you out, but if you do, then I will have to time you out, okay? You'll have to catch me on the next live. So M Grace, if you are still here, please post your question. So the next three, just so I can find out who's here. Jonathan says, yeah, it's trust. So trust takes time. It is possible. That's what I see. It is possible. It's not just a total washout that this is done. But yeah, we need to be realistic and take your time with that. Keep us posted, Jonathan. All the best. So M Grace, hello. Liam, are you here? Are you out there? Please post your question. Whoever posts first, I'll read for first. If anyone is still here. Hello, hello, hello. How will next month be overall for me? So let's see what will be. Hey Liam, just post your question. I'll have to go to the end of the list, Firespawn, and then if I've got time, that's how I will read for you. If you're happy to. Hang out. Firespawn, do you want to click the... Oh no, the link's gone. Okay, just ignore me. I know I've got you on my mind. I'll remember you, or just remind me. Kick It with Jay is the last person. So if there's space after that, like I say, it all depends who's here and who's not. So, hello, this is for you. Let's have a look at next month's energy for you overall. What we're heading into March. Ooh, this is nice. Major Arcana. So, potential for big shifts. And intensity as well in this energy. Whenever seeing Major Arcana, it's the energy around it's like heightened. Okay. The Empress is about... It's really been at your fullest potential when we see Empress energy and you shifting into that, shifting into your own power. It's about nurturing. We need to water the flowers, not the weeds, okay? When we see the Empress is like a very nurturing energy. And it's a very abundant card, this as well, the Empress. So it's about nurturing something that's what's important to you. And also, hello, that like coming to fruition. So you actually moving in. So say if it's something that you've been working on, this could be anything, okay? A relationship, a career. What have you been pouring your energy into? Be mindful of that if you feel like you haven't been giving it to something, let's say water the flowers, not the weeds. Then we need to, if we have been watering the flowers, nurturing our garden, okay, our patch that brings us harvest, then the Empress to me is like that time where we're in March, where you'll actually get to harvest and reap the rewards of doing that, okay? Hello, that you can, there's this universe inside of you, okay? It's like you're lit up from within. But I see a shift happening that if you take what resonates here, either you need to plow your energy more into that, in nurturing this good stuff so that you can harvest and move into your personal power and all that good stuff. Or if you have been pouring your energy into a project, into a relationship, something that is really valuable, it's like you reaping the rewards of that in March. It actually coming to fruition, you being able to pick the fruit, you know, harvest what you've planted, all that good stuff. Yeah, so I hope that resonated. Very positive card, an abundant month, I would say. So you could be financial reward. It could be about having that, being in really good flow with your partner and having a very strong relationship. It could apply to wherever your focus has been. Hello. Okay. Thanks guys for letting me know that you're still here. You're welcome. Hello. So Liam asks, when will my next actual relationship that works out and lasts dating happen? So I don't do timelines, Liam. I'm just letting you know that. What I need to do before that person can come into my life, and what sign. This is more than one question, Liam, but I will see what comes through. Remember, it's just one card. There's only so much that I can do in one card. But what do you need to do before the person can come into my life is a great question. And what sign should I look out for to know when it is close? Like I say, this is more than one question, Liam. So Spirit will decide what is the most important aspect to answer this for you. So let's see what comes through, Liam. A relationship that works and lasts. So you are dating. Is that right, Liam? More than one person? Let's see, what does Liam know about? He wants this. Thanks, Ivo. That's why I've, in my pick a card readings, for anyone who wants to check them out, I've just started doing like 3 card spreads, because I found like lots of people, other readers will pull 10 tarot cards and I don't know how, and then, but I can sit there for 15 minutes on one card. So I decided that, you know, I would be there for 5 hours if I did that. So I did a more rapid read of a 3 card spread and found that I got out of that enough info to cover whatever I was looking at. So thanks for noticing that, Ivo. I've kind of just begun to notice that as well. Right. What does Liam need to know? Liam need to know, please, Spirit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You will be having a breakthrough, okay? 2 of inspiration. So this is, it being a 2 tells me that there is a connection, okay? Something that you can, a person that you can see a future with. And I think maybe that's what's been missing for you, Liam, okay? Because always with this card, this like white expanse here that we see, it can feel like you've been hitting a brick wall, or that it's like the same thing maybe keeps happening, it keeps fizzling out, or it's just that the connection that you've had with other people has maybe not been strong enough. Whatever it is, it's like this sense of just hitting a brick wall and being at a loss in some ways of what to do, you know? Where do we go from here? What do we do? I just keep coming back to this wall. 2 of inspiration, okay? I do feel like that you're doing everything that you can on your part. So take comfort from that, and don't put, maybe you worry that you're doing something wrong, or that it seems there's this kind of pressure that I feel that you're putting on yourself that isn't needed, okay? Like you feel ready, you have an openness. Inspiration, that's connected to 1, so this is about movement and change that will happen. And as kind of tricky as this seems, that it's like with this 2, it's like that it is a matter of meeting the right person who you're not doing something wrong, okay? You're open, you are ready, and it's about that attraction being right, that magnetism, that energy being right. Make all that you can do, I guess, to ensure that you are open to this and putting your energy in the right place. Because it's inspiration, it's make sure that you are following your heart's desires, that you are taking action when necessary. So this is inspired action. It's not about like needing to do more, but it's about taking action at the right times when we feel compelled to take action and responding to that, you know, when it feels like instructed by spirit. I hope that makes sense. Hope that resonates to you. So don't go out with people maybe, or goes on pursue people or dating or someone who maybe you think that you should, or kind of looks like a good fit. It's about, it needs to be heart led, it needs to be desire led. This is about passion, this is about magnetism, and about feeling that spark. Divine timing, as when that happens, like I said, I don't really do timelines. It would take more than one card to fully dig into this, but what this card does talk about is that you having a breakthrough is on the cards. This is, look, can you see how there's a hole that's been punched through this wall, this impasse that you felt, this frustration hitting that wall. You do have a breakthrough, and what it is that you are connecting with someone. Yeah, exactly. It needs to happen naturally. That connection, that spark with someone is going to get you through all the problems that you have felt like somehow it won't matter so much. This is very kind of specific message, so I hope it's resonating with you in your situation. But we have a telescope here, and what the difference of maybe, let's say, what has been missing up until this point is that you haven't been able to see a future with someone, and then you will meet someone who is on the cards, whoever this next connection is coming down the line, when you feel that spark and that passion, is that you'll know it's the right person. You asked, one of your questions was, how do I recognize this? Is that you'll find yourself planning a future together. You'll find yourself daydreaming and thinking of that future, and begin to make plans, because Two of Inspiration, a lot is about making plans. So have faith, Liam. Keep the faith. You will. This breakthrough is on its way to you, and it's about that connection that you'll have with someone. And when you find yourself planning a future, you'll know that this is, that, you know, you're onto a good thing, and that it's different. In the meantime, if you want, because I feel like you've done a lot of the inner work, there isn't really necessarily blocks that I felt in you. But if you do practice manifestation or are interested in that, that's always a good way to help keep a good mental diet and discipline. Visualization, meditation, journaling, whatever you can do, just doing that even daily, it kind of lets you feel like, okay, I've put this out into the universe knows that I want this. And just by doing that kind of every day, you don't even have to do it every day, but if you can, that's great. Then you are raising your flag to the universe to just say, this is what I want. Then it's almost like you can breathe and let it go and just get on with your day after you've done that. I hope that makes sense. That goes for everyone. Okay, so is it Esha? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Esha, I'm going to go with. Let me know if that's right. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. You're very welcome, Liam. So we have Esha, we have Ari, the beautiful Aries princess, if you are still here, my dear, and we have Tia. Post your questions, or go ahead and post your questions now. Whoever posts first, I'll read for first. For anyone who's in I've got a lot of pick a card videos as well on love readings if you want to have further clarity, to get more messages than what we do from the live. Then just go ahead and check out the video tab. Thanks, Divyansha. So yeah, roll call. Has everyone gone? Isha, Ari, Tia, Divyansha, Aqua, Kick It With Jay, Firespawn, you're in. Go ahead and post your question. Right, I'm going to read for Divyansha because they've posted first. I'm going to post the list. So, Firespawn, you're on this as well, but you won't be on the... I'm just going to say, so, list update. I don't know who is here. I'm just going to do whoever posts first, okay? Just keep it moving. So, I'll read for Divyansha and then I'll read for Tia. So Firespawn, that is not, I just don't want you to wait. That's not really the kind of question that I would answer, because that's kind of like I'm not a psychic medium. If you want to look at, and I don't do yes no questions, I can look at Sam's energy, how they feel towards you. I'm an energy reader, so it's more, I kind of do readings that go to a deeper level, about connections, about circumstances. I do look to the future energies as well, but I hope that makes sense. Just as an energy reader, I'm not a psychic medium, and that really would be more like a psychic medium kind of question. I hope that makes sense. By all means, post a different question though. If this is if you want to know how Sam feels about you, it doesn't have to be about love or anything like that, you know. Okay, just rephrase your question, Firespawn, when I get to you. Divyansha asks, what are Daya's thoughts and feelings towards me? If she really wants to help me in my PhD? She is my colleague. Okay, let's have a look at Daya's intentions. We have the Hermit, a major arcana. So this is Daya's energy coming through. Someone who, this is not bad energy. This feels like good intentions. Divyansha, I don't know if you're worried about if she has been if there's something else to this. The Hermit is someone who likes their own space. They can be, you know, naturally you might think of someone like this, that they're introverted. So they could be quite cautious about letting people close to them. They have learned maybe that they have to rely on themselves, or they may just be like this naturally. They kind of, the feelings though and thoughts that I get from is that they rely on themselves. They're insightful. The Hermit has a lot of insight, wisdom to share as well. So if they are open to helping you, I think that this would be a good resource. You can't trust her because of competition and colleagues. Okay. So obviously hold that boundary, but this, with the Hermit, this doesn't feel like a sly energy. It would feel like, to me, it would feel like a genuine energy. The Hermit is a very grounded energy. Like I say, this but they do have this light, okay, this kind of insight and wisdom that they feel, you know, if they have said that they're open to sharing it with you. The cards say, anyway, Divyansha, it would feel okay to trust her. If you can keep boundaries with that, I don't know how it could look if you're worried that she would sabotage you, you know, obviously take her knowledge, whatever she offers, put it through your own filter, if that makes sense, you know. But anyway, the energy that I feel, Divyansha, that's come through from Spirit, that the card says, is that this is a genuine energy, that this doesn't feel negative. Yeah, it doesn't feel sly or negative by nature to me. So I hope that helped. So TB, my love. Hi. F the Gemini is growing on me. Nice, lovely to hear. Just curious to see what the potential for us is. Wondering if he's here for a good time. Not a long time. We had an amazing date this week. Awesome. Let's have a look at his intentions. Thanks, Tia. You're welcome, Divyansha. Let's have a look at the Gemini. Here for a good time, here for a long time. I remember last time, Tia, I know it's hard when things are going well not to put too much pressure to know this, because I felt like this was going to be a positive experience whatever for you, but let's see. It could be that they don't know yet, the Gemini. I'm just putting that out there, but anyway, let's see what the cards say. You know, they may need some more time, but let's see. Knight of Voices. It's bringing through very similar kind of answers to this question. Because it's a knight, okay, so it's not giving me a definite that they are, maybe there is this kind of energy about them, Tia, okay? I know that they are Gemini as well, so they are naturally like, this is something about their nature, okay? And with it being a knight, it's not a king, okay? But I feel like it's like maybe they don't know yet. Maybe that's what I was channeling when I was shuffling the cards, that was already coming through. This needs more time to cook, okay? It's not a no, it's not a yes. This, you need to be able to just enjoy this company right now without, it's not like they're a player, okay? That's the energy that I'm coming through, if this makes sense to you. Like, it's like they're not thinking, we haven't got earth energy here, for example, or 10 of Pentacles, which is about the future, consistency, you know, moving in, getting married. But because we're not there yet, that doesn't mean that this person is not to be trusted or is a player. It's not like that. It's just that they are, we know that they're kind of full of life and fun and a good time. And there is a lot of happiness here, okay? We've got this sun that is bursting through. This person has a lot of energy and a lot of good energy. It's nice to be around them and they enjoy being around you. The Fool, Major Arcana, is about needing to have, this is you, I think, instruction about needing to have some kind of leap of faith. And it's okay to, there's no, I mean, in love, there is never really any 100% guarantees, or even in other things that we do. But this is about, it's encouraging you to take this risk, to take a leap of faith, to be open to this, to our spirit is definitely encouraging this connection and for you to go with it. There are no red flags here, but it feels like it's still too new to know exactly how long this is going to last. Like I say, there's not there's no major energies here, like I say, about like Ten of Pentacles energy, if that's, you know, grounded, future, commitment, marriage. But we also don't have red flags here. What we have is, this is really awesome, this is fun, this is happy energy, this person has very good energy, and spirit is saying take this risk, enjoy it. Exactly. But also, Tia, I want to say that just because you're enjoying it now, because it's like this, it doesn't mean that it couldn't develop into something really long term, and that you could end up moving in together, getting married, whatever that would be, you know, the full 9 yards. It doesn't mean that that door is closed. Absolutely not. But it's just saying that maybe this kind of person's energy as well, the Gemini, you know, Geminis by nature, they are kind of fast, the mercurial energy. Okay, their planet is they're ruled by Mercury, so they're mercurial by nature, which is that the fun energy, fast moving energy. Feels really good. Take the risk, go with it, see where it lands. Okay, it could end up that you end up married, you know, or it might go a different way, but it feels totally feels good for now. The list is closed. Drishiti, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Please do subscribe to catch me on the next live though. The list is closed for today, I'm afraid. So Firespawn, do you want to post your rephrase question for me with anything you want? Please go for it. Let's say Ari, I think, has left. Who else is here? Please just let me know before I end the live, and I'll be sure to read for you who was on the list. Firespawn, I don't know if you're still here. Kick It with Jay, Aqua, Isha and Ari, just if anyone is still here. So Sam's current energy towards you. No problem, Ivo. Thank you for lurking. Is this romantic by nature, Firespawn? Is this connection romantic? The more, like I said, the more details that you can give me about your situation, about this connection as an energy reader, it helps me to connect with you. It helps me to connect with the person that we're looking at. So is this romantic, Firespawn, by nature? It's a crush. Oh, there we go, jumping out. The Magician. I feel like this is your energy. How does Sam feel about Firespawn? Two materials. Number one, this is, so I don't know if you do manifest Firespawn, but the Magician card is often about holding this vision about what we want and having the power, understanding that you have the power to be able to bring this into fruition, into the 3D. Manifesting is holding that vision, being an open channel for all that good stuff, because this is you as well with this Queen of Emotions, which is like you having this crush, having these feelings, being able to harness those feelings via sort of through manifestation as well, if that makes sense, to bring kind of what you want, what you hope for, whatever that looks, if that's a response for Sam to reciprocate this. With manifestation, often we do have to put out there, you know, this person or someone better, but tell what resonates with that. And this is their energy, so Sam's energy. Now, interesting with the two materials, this is something going on for them. Like, how much communication have we had, do we have between each other? Because something about Sam's energy is they're feeling overwhelmed by something. The two materials is when there's this kind of up and down energy. Now, this could be about this connection, or it could be about what's going on in their life, and this is in a way somehow distracting them and pulling them away from this connection. Can you see how it's like they're juggling this? They've got their head sort of thrown back, which is like almost that they're not able to focus. They need to ground themselves. They need to get centered more to be kind of almost think straight. To something is overwhelming them at the moment. They could be extremely busy. He's trying to balance. I mean, maybe this connection, if you say that if he's very shy as well, if he could get overwhelmed easily by this connection, because it is roses, which always in this deck represents, it's obviously connected to love and romance. That's what roses are very connected to. Yeah, there's a sensitivity that comes through here from their energy. I think from Sam's energy, easily overwhelmed maybe. So like you say, a shyness, not being able to face things head on. Like you say, busy with work, so can get tipped out of balance by that. And maybe feelings in a connection can get emotionally tipped out of balance easily with this. Like, it's maybe something that they're not used to or new to. It's just their kind of character and who they are really, in a way that it's difficult for them to stay balanced, and they can maybe be a little bit avoidant. Yeah, because they are sensitive by nature, so avoidant. What this would tell me, so I don't know how the conversations go, but you know that you would have to take charge of this situation more if you want it to progress. You would have to be more not more direct, maybe you are being direct, but you will be in the leadership position, if that makes sense, saying, you know, if you meet up, you know, communication kind of being the driving force behind it. This is someone who might struggle to do that, okay? But there are feelings here because there's so much roses as well. So there are emotional, romantic feelings here reciprocated. They're just easily overwhelmed, sensitive, yeah, avoidant. So you kind of have to be this queen of emotions, the queen of the situation, like I say, being the sort of driving force of how you want this to go, where you want this to go. And then see, obviously, how he responds to that. But he isn't maybe going to be that person. I'm glad that resonates. And obviously continue your manifestation. Yeah, sensitive guy there. All the best with that, Firespawn. Thanks for your patience. I hope you join us again soon. The live has just ended, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, you've subscribed obviously, so you will be notified for when I go live next. Quite busy today, so the list filled up quickly, but thank you for everyone that came, asked your questions. I hope to see you again soon. Like I say, I will be on a retreat next week, so no lives, but I'll be back on March the 3rd. Back to normal schedule then. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays when I go live, so I hope to see you there. Love and light to everyone. Take care. Blessings. Take care, Mary. Take care, Firespawn. See you all soon, I hope.